Hello everybody, I'm Spooky Marshmallow and welcome to my channel. Today, the Scream Queen of the day is Jamie Lee Curtis, one of my favorite actors. I am so excited to present her today, so let's get right down to it. Jamie Lee Curtis, or Lady Haden-Guest, was born on November 22nd, 1958. She's an American actress, producer, author, and activist. She first came to premise with her portrayal of Lieutenant Barbara Duran on the ABC sitcom Operation Petticoat. In 1978, she made her feature film debut playing Laurie Strode in John Carpenter's Halloween. That established her as a scream queen and led to a string of parts in horror films such as The Fog, Prom Night, Terror Train, and Road Games. She reprised the role of Laurie in the sequels Halloween 2, Halloween H2O, 20 years later, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. In 1997, she was inducted into the Fangoria Hall of Fame. Curtis's film work spans many genres, including cult comedies. In her role in the 1985 film Perfect, it earned her a reputation as a sex symbol. She won a Golden Globe, an American Comedy Award, and a Saturn Award for starring as Helen Tasker in James Cameron action thriller True Lies. To date, her films have grossed in excess of over $2.3 billion at the box office. Curtis received a Golden Globe and a People's Choice Award for her portrayal of Hannah Miller on ABC's Anything But Love, and earned an Emmy nomination for her work in the television film Nicholas's Gift. She also starred as Kathy Munch on the highly acclaimed Fox series Scream Queens, for which she received her 7th Golden Globe nomination. Curtis has written numerous children's books, and she is a frequent blogger for the Huffington Post. Curtis is the daughter of Janet Lee and Tony Curtis. She is married to Christopher Guest, with whom she has 2 adopted children, Annie and Ruby. Due to her marriage with Guest, who is the 5th Baron Haden-Guest in the United Kingdom, Curtis is a baroness, though she does not use this title. Tony Curtis is a fantastic actor, one of my favorites, I think. I think I've seen most of the films that he is in. And tomorrow's Scream Queen is going to be her mother, Janet Lee. Her next film following Halloween was The Fog, which was helmed by Halloween director John Carpenter. The horror film opened in February of 1980 to mixed reviews but strong box office, starring Curtis as a horror film starlet. Her next film, Prom Night, was a low-budget Canadian slasher film released in July of 1980. One of my favorites. I love Prom Night. The film, for which she earned a Genie Award nomination for Best Performance by a Foreign Actress, was similar in style to Halloween, yet received negative reviews, which marked it as a disposable entry in the then popular slasher genre. That year, Curtis also starred in Terror Train, which is another good one, which opened in October and met with negative reviews akin to Prom Night. Both films performed moderately well at the box office, however. Curtis's role in the latter 2 films served a similar function to that of Strode, the main character whose friends are murdered and is practically the only protagonist to survive. Film critic Roger Ebert, who gave negative reviews of all 3 of Curtis's 1980 films, said that, quote, Curtis is to the current horror film glut what Christopher Lee was to the last one, or Boris Karloff was in the 1930s, unquote. Curtis returned to leading roles with her reprisal of Laurie Strode in the horror sequel film Halloween 2018. The film debuted to $76.2 million, making the second best opening weekend of October and the highest opening weekend of the Halloween franchise. It became the highest grossing in the franchise. Its opening performance was the best ever for a film starring a lead actress over 55 years old. Curtis's performance earned critical acclaim. Also in 2018, she had a role in the drama film An Acceptable Loss. She then starred as Linda Drysdale Thornbury in Rian Johnson's mystery film Knives Out, which is an awesome movie, which earned critical acclaim and over $300 million at the global box office. In September of 2021, she was honored with the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival for her lifetime achievements. Curtis again reprised her role as Laurie Strode in the horror sequel Halloween Kills. which was released in October 2021, and is set to play the character again in October 14th's Halloween Ends, which I cannot wait for. She also appeared in the science fiction action film Everything Everywhere All at Once. From 2012 to 2018, Curtis has had a reoccurring role as Joan Day, the mother of Zoe's character in the sitcom New Girl. From 2015 to 2016, Curtis had a lead role as Kathy Munch on the Fox horror comedy series Scream Queens, which aired for 2 seasons. For her performance, she was nominated for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, Television Series, Musical, or Comedy. Did you know she is an inventor as well? In 1987, Curtis filed a U.S. patent application that subsequently is a modification of a diaper with a moisture-proof pocket containing wipes that can be taken out and used with one hand. Curtis refused to allow her invention to be marketed until companies started selling biodegradable diapers. The full statutory term of this patent expired February 20th, 2007, and it is now in the public domain. She filed a second U.S. application related to disposable diapers in 2016 and November 28, 2017. It will expire on September 7th, 2036. She is close friends with actress Sigourney Weaver, and in a 2015 interview, she said she has never watched Weaver's film Alien in its entirety because she was too scared by it. Curtis is a recovering alcoholic and was once addicted to painkillers. She began using the painkillers after a cosmetic surgical procedure. She became sober from opiates in 1999 after reading and relating to Tom Chiarella's account of addiction, and maintains that recovery is the greatest achievement of her life. After her father Tony's death, she learned that her entire family, including siblings, had been cut out of his will. Wow. She is a fan of World of Warcraft and One Piece, and has attended Comic-Con, EVO, and BlizzCon incognito. That is so cool. Can you imagine if you, attended any of those shows? You could have been sitting right next to Jamie Lee Curtis and you didn't even know it. Curtis received the Lifetime Achievement Award during the 78th Venice International Film Festival, to which she reacted saying that she, quote, felt so alive, like I'm this 14-year-old person just beginning their life. That's how I wake up every day, with that sort of joy and purpose, unquote. She also added that she, quote, is just beginning her work, unquote. Now, films that I recommend from her are Prom Night, Terror Train, and of course the Halloween franchise, and The Fog. That's going to do it for today's video of Jamie Lee Curtis, one of my favorite actors. I think she's also a brilliant woman, aside from being a brilliant actress. And I cannot wait to see Halloween Ends, which comes out on October 14th. And I will be doing a review on that as well. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Spooky Marshmallow. And remember, stay spooky, my friends.